Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ryan, and I'm in Puerto Rico, Playa Húcares, near El Malecón de Naguabo, and there's a lot of destruction here and a lot of people that are having a hard time. And I'm very fortunate that I have a dry place to stay, and I stocked up on lots of non-perishable food and lots of water before the storm. And all of the neighbors have been kind of sharing their resources, and the old couple, the elderly couple across the street from me, they lost their entire home. Everything is gone, and the man is 78, the lady is 74, I believe, and they have the most incredibly positive spirit, and they are staying in a neighbor's house that was vacant, and they're cooking food for the entire neighborhood and making sure that everybody is eating. And so we're making sure that we get supplies to them, but they lost their entire home. And 19 years ago, they lost their entire home in Hurricane George. And it's amazing the resiliency of these people. I've seen just the best in people. I'm so impressed with the way that the small community has come together. There's no coordinated efforts here for relief. There doesn't seem to be a municipal organization plan or anything like that, and so everybody's just kind of hand to hand, helping each other as they can and watching out for each other too, because there is a little bit of looting, not bad, but people do come in the middle of the night and take things, people that are not from the village. A lot of people are taking scrap metals and things like that, this stuff that blew around. But for the most part, this is a very safe area that we're in, but it's also a little bit remote. It's rural. We're about an hour's drive to hour and a half, depending, drive to San Juan, where we can get services, cell phone service. The internet is still very spotty when we do get a cellular signal, so it's tough to get information in, tough to get information out. I just wanted to say thank you very, very much to all of the people that have been supporting me, the people here locally, and also the people in the States that have been sending in donations through buildingbeyond.me. I'm so grateful, and we're doing our best to purchase supplies and bring them back into the neighborhood. Every time we find an open store, it seems like Walgreens and CVS are the most prepared to handle an emergency. They've got huge diesel generators, and so they do have their registers up and running, and they're operating almost like normal stores, but they're not getting their normal deliveries. And so not all of the store shelves are being replenished. Obviously, we've been stocking up on things like candles and lamp oil and dried fruits and nuts and just whatever we can get our hands on to make sure that we get as much supply to the people that we can here. The majority of my neighbors are elderly. Most of them are in their 70s or 80s. They're all in really good shape, which is pretty impressive. You'd never really guess that they were that old, but they do have health problems, and access to medication is not really a possibility right now. I'm personally rationing my own medications because I'm on a pretty consistent regimen for the mental illnesses that I have, as well as some of my physical ailments, and I have no idea when I'll be able to actually get medication. So, you know, we're all doing our best down here, but the reality is that we have no running water, we have no electricity, we have no cell phone service, we have no communication to the outside world until we get to San Juan. And so we're spending a lot of money in gas, getting to and from, but we're doing our best. I'm doing my best to, you know, communicate for the neighbors with any of their, you know, friends, loved ones, family members on the mainland. And you know, everybody's grateful to know that people are safe, and that we're doing okay. But you know, I've had one neighbor with a 14-month-old baby that had to be hospitalized. I've had one neighbor pass away. We waited over 30 hours in the emergency room, waiting room, just to try to get him admitted into the hospital. And it's really been an emotional roller coaster here, and we're doing good. And you know, I've got all the essentials that I need for me personally, but I want to help everyone, but I know that I can't. And so we're doing what we can for the few people that we can, you know, and particularly those that lost their entire home. It's just absolutely sad, and honestly, I don't know how to describe it. I'm sitting by the water this morning because I just had to take a little bit of time to rest and recharge a little bit, because I'm starting to feel the depression creeping back in, and I don't want it to take over. You know, it feels like a demon is standing right there ready to suck me under, and I'm not allowing that to happen. I'm staying busy and trying my best to stay out of my own head and focus on what's going on around me and the things that I do have the ability to control. And but it's tough. It's really tough to see people suffering. So those of you that know me, you know I don't do videos, you know I very rarely share even a picture of myself. But I just wanted to let people know that everyone is pulling together. We're all supporting each other in the best way that we can, but resources are scarce, and we don't know when supplies are coming back. We don't know when cell service is coming back. We don't know when electricity is coming back. There's no landline telephones. But, you know, we're living it up. It's a little like the old days, a little bit of glorified camping. So just wanted to wish everyone the best. And I know there's a lot of things going on around the world. The shooting in Las Vegas is heartbreaking. the earthquakes in Mexico and Colombia. I'm not sure what happened in Nigeria yesterday. I just saw a very brief snippet on Twitter that just said, you know, we're praying for the military or the troops in Nigeria and those who lost their lives. And I know that there's a lot of problems going on everywhere, not just here. But if there's any way that you can support the islands, some of the other islands too have been hit even harder than us. I heard yesterday that on one island nearby, they've only found about 10% of the people that lived on that island. And we don't know what their fate is. We don't have local mail service delivery, but I have heard word that the post office is up and running. I don't know if they're getting regular shipments or of the mail and things like that. But if you do want to send supplies or anything to the island, please don't send cash. You can go ahead and send supplies to the island. I'll leave an address in the comments that you can ship things to, and I will make it into the post office and try to get things, even though I have home delivery. But I'll go to the post office and see if there's any items that are addressed to me or to Building Beyond Me at my address, which is 22 BDA Playa Húcares, BZN 22, Naguabo, Puerto Rico 00718. Thanks for everything. Everybody's good. There's really a lot of great people out there, and I'm very grateful for all of you. Talk soon. Love ya. Bye.